tell me about, what's in the product, yeah.
All right, that's a good start. So we have two versions, our goat's milk version and then our vegan shea butter. Cool. So it could either have the vegan shea butter or the goat's milk, and then everything else is the same. It's got coconut oil, palm oil, a glycerin, an oat conditioner, and safflower oil. So all natural ingredients that you could literally, and I have been using it to wash my face because it's just that gentle enough for it.
Right, and full of all good stuff, minerals and antioxidants.
Yes. And that
great
was
for your brushes.
The other reason why I wanted to make something that was all natural and just kind of get rid of all the different chemicals that are in everyday stuff.
Yeah, there's just a big movement.
So if we can just make one small change, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and this is becoming more and more of something that people are asking for is natural ingredients that you're putting, into things that you put on your face and into your body. So Marii, how often should you clean your brushes, and why? Like the product is amazing, it smells delicious, but why is it important to use it?
So why, if we really sit down and think about why we need to clean our brushes, it'll probably scare a lot of us.
Germs.
Lots of germs, like there's just so many allergens and bacteria that's floating around in the, you can dust all you want, but you can still see dust all the time. There's old makeup that's in your makeup brush because you're using it, and like the bristles are so dense, which you want to have, but they're housing a lot of old makeup, and then last of all, just dead skin.
Right.
So you're spending all this money on great brushes, great makeup products, but you're not allowing it to give it time and just to do its job, right? Because now you're just layering.
Right. And then, so how often should we clean our brushes?
So depending on how often you use them, so that's one of our top questions: how often you should clean your brushes. I typically tell people to wash them every 2 weeks, and I've gotten a lot of feedback that people now are more on a routine because they enjoy washing their brushes versus like it being a task.
Right. And then how long so you've got 3 sizes. I think we have the medium size here. So, the medium or
this is
ounces
the
by
1
ounces?
ounce.
Okay, 1 ounce.
The smallest.
How long would
one.
that last?
That will last. I mean, if you follow our instructions, it could. The tiny little ones, I don't have those, but I've had people who've said they've washed like 20-30 brushes with that. So it really depends on how dirty your brushes are, and once you, like that first time you take the plunge and clean your brushes, it'll take a longer time because there's so much caked on makeup. Well, then the 2 weeks after that, when you're washing your brushes, it could take half that time for you to wash them, because now it's not like a month, 2 months worth of makeup that's caked on, it's just 2 weeks. So if you just reuse those bubbles, take the next dirty brush, like it's going to look gross. It's a big wake-up call of how much makeup is in those brushes.
Right. If you haven't ever done it.
Exactly.
Right?
But so reuse those brush bubbles, then rinse that, because all it's going to do is just going to get rinsed off. So even though the makeup brush looks dirty and it, you want to, the first thing is just rinse it underwater, rinse this underwater right away, get rid of all that dirt. Don't do that, because then now you're just making your product not last as long.
Right.
So I've had people, I mean, it could take a month, 2 months, really, really depends. But if it's something that's important for your face and your brushes, it's worth it. You don't have to use ours. You can use something in between if you need to.
Just make sure you're cleaning your brushes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Marii.